The Bitcoin price is dumping and is right now at risk of losing some major critical bullish support lines. Could this potentially be the end of the Bitcoin bull run? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Well, here we go, folks. If you are subscribed to this channel, you would know that day in and day out, the Don has been pointing out the warning signs written on the wall that the Bitcoin price could be due for another gigantic fall. And my friends, we have indeed got just that. Right now, Bitcoin is clinging on to bullish support by a thread. We need to look at this market as realistically as possible right now because this may be one of the most critical moments in this whole uptrend. So let's dive in and analyze. We'll begin right here on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. But of course, before we get to it, if you could hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, thank you for that. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. Now, clearly, I have been watching this upward sloping pennant formation. This could have been a bull flag. Right now, if we were to recover and rip to the upside, it still, I guess, could be what you could consider a bull flag. But this is really starting to get to the point, my friends, where this to me looks like a loss of bullish structure. Now, why do I say that? Well, certainly, for the first time on this whole trend, we are seeing Bitcoin create a series of consecutive lower highs, right? On this whole trend up, we've seen Bitcoin create a series of consecutive higher highs. For the first time now, we're getting a rollover, right? Seeing these lower highs come in. And right now, we have lost the meat and potatoes of this bulk uptrend, right? You see how the massive confluence line began all the way back here in December, acted as resistance twice, flipped into support multiple times, and we've lost that region right now. So we essentially went from tier 1 bullish zone for me to now we've moved into tier 2 bullish zone. And my friends, we are flirting right now with the bearish zone. You see, this for me is the last line in the sand, whereas if Bitcoin does drop below this region and lose that support, it could be an absolutely deep decline down into the crypto abyss for the Bitcoin price. So now let's look at what's going on in terms of the indicators, and we'll discuss structure some more. Now, when we pull up our first indicator here, which is going to be the directional movement index, all right? Just so you understand what we're looking at here, the red line is the ADX. That's essentially looking for the strength of the momentum of the trend. Okay, so with the ADX, take for example right here, right where we had this huge upward thrust in the Bitcoin price. Look at how strongly the ADX moved up, right? Signaling, hey, this is a very strong uptrend. Okay, and then when this trend started to dissipate and move sideways, the ADX cooled off, right? Same up here, huge move up. Now the ADX has cooled off with this pullback. So if right now we were to see the ADX begin to move back up in confluence here with the absolute warning shot right here, this orange line, the bearish orange line crossing above the bullish blue line, this in conjunction possibly with the ADX red line beginning to turn here with this bearish cross, we have not seen this realistically since a long time ago. My friend, right here was the last one back in August of 2020, which led to roughly a 20% drop to the downside. Okay, that one was right there. Now, if we go back, because maybe that one doesn't do it for you, let's roll back in history to March of 2020. Okay, we saw it back here again, my friends. We saw the curl up on both the bearish cross, and it led to an absolutely catastrophic decline deep down into the crypto abyss. We saw it over here again, close to our bubble top at 14,000. We saw it here again before our drop from 6K to 3K, and we saw it up here towards the top of our 2017 bubble in 2017 before a catastrophic bubble pop. Let's get this crypto. So warning shot fired. Of course, past performance does not indicate future results, but if you are subscribed here And if you're not, you need to subscribe right now, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these critical analyses, because I showed you this on yesterday's stream, and I said, listen, folks, things could get dicey here. The bulls may be losing momentum. So what do you think the Don did, my friends? What do you think the Don did? Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. The Don struck gold again. My friends, I did post this for my VIPs. I said, listen, VIPs, right now I am laddering short positions all the way up to 36,000, beginning at 34,300, all the way up to 36,100, as I saw the momentum beginning to shift. And the Don struck gold. The Don struck gold. The Don struck gold. That's why I was telling you, my friends, if you were interested in seeing my personal trade setup ideas, my exact entries in real time, exactly where I'm looking to potentially take profit, things of that nature, that is what I post around the clock for you in VIP. And the Don nailed it again. Shout out to my VIPs. You guys obviously saw my post from there. Now, if you do want to see all of these moving forward, my friends, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. So now that you know that the Don did successfully short that move with the breakdown of the pennant, let's look at some further signs here. Does this look like we're ready to potentially bounce back up? Or does this look like we could continue further down? Let's now go to the 4-hour time frame after we just looked at that absolutely heinous warning shot on the one-day DMI. Here on the 4-hour, what I want to bring to your attention, we'll look at these two first, okay? Let's take a look here at the Williams Alligator, okay? The Williams Alligator is a momentum indicator. The signal for this indicator, whether it's up or down, is the green line crossing below both the blue and the red. And then you want to see price action, in this case bearishly, continue to close below the bands, and the bands begin to widen. That's symbolic of the trend building momentum in whichever way it's moving, right? You see over here something like a bullish cross, right? You got the twist, the green above the red and the blue, and then widening bands with price action above, leading to a very, very momentous uptrend. Right now, notice this bulk action here, okay? Sure, we did get a bearish breakdown here, but let's just pay attention for a moment to this whole area, right? You see how this gets very convoluted and choppy here, right? The alligator is twisting up, twisting down, sideways, sideways, sideways. This is indicative of moments where the trend may be shifting in serious, momentous ways, okay? Now, let's go back to our prior bubble top there at about 14,000, okay? We're still on the 4-hour time frame. This is what I want to show you here, my friends, is that you get these periods in time here where the action gets very, very choppy, right? And what winds up happening is that instead of the trend just kind of being very quite frankly, very strong, right? Where we're seeing these bands widen, 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 and continue to run for long periods of time, we begin to get very confusing action here, right? Where we're seeing twists, 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 all you see, especially in this range here, right? Just tons of cross, 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 cross. This was the moment in the trend here where everything changed, right? And we then dropped significantly. So if we go over into the current day, right, I just want to show you that, sure, on the daily time frame, we'll talk about that in one moment, back to the 4-hour. This to me, is symbolic here of, hey, maybe there aren't enough bullish buyers left right now at this very specific moment to continue this very nice uptrend with expanding lines and price action all above the lines, right? We're starting to now see a lot of chop, a lot of market indecision, and quite frankly now with the loss of this pennant and the bands beginning to widen with the bearish 4-hour cross, this is of concern to me, okay? And if you do appreciate me showing you this in-depth analysis here, my friends, that thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm would be so greatly appreciated. Thank you. And if you are enjoying, well, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. Let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. So let's look now at the daily, okay? The alligator, we haven't seen a bearish cross on the alligator in a very long time, ever since our last 20% correction back in August. that was the last time, okay? And then ever since then, I mean, wow. I mean, this indicator has been an absolutely bullish ride here, right? Just beautiful, pretty much as picture perfect as it gets. Now, take a look here, folks. Sure, we have not crossed yet, but again, just like on the 4 hour, how this was so convoluted and getting tangled up and showing, just a mess of signals. Right now, we are starting to see this flatten out here, right? And we are actually right now at the time of recording, at least flirting with the green crossing below the red line for warning sign number 1, right? And then if we were to see it cross below both, this would be the first time since our last heinous market sell-off. And of course, we have seen this, like, look, back here, before our massive capitulation in March, right? We saw it up here before that capitulation back in September of 2019. We saw it over here before capitulation in 2018. We saw it up here towards the top of the market cycle back in 2017. You see what I'm saying, right? So I wouldn't take this lightly here. My eyes right now are on the Williams alligator on both the 1 day and 4 hour time frame. Watch it, folks, like a hawk with an eagle eye. Because right now, as I've shown you, the Don did in fact strike gold once again. And right now I am going to be looking at this, playing a trailing stop loss strategy, saying, hey, does it look like the momentum here is building for the bears? And am I going to let this position ride to potentially profit more and more and more and more? Or, could this actually be getting ready for a bullish turnaround? And if so, I will then look to take profits. I will look for new positions to get myself in what I perceive to be another high reward, low risk trade setup to potentially crush this market and get this crypto. And right now, before we move to the next indicator here, folks, which is one that I have not shown on this stream thus far. So if you're a longtime subscriber, here's a new one. Get excited. I just want to reiterate, I will be keeping you all personally updated around the clock in VIP with all of my real-time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, strategy ideas, all of it. As Moonboy Montgomery and the HODL Train homies continued to badger the Don here, day in and day out, as I just showed realistic analysis, which I'm going to pull up something funny in a moment. I've been showing very realistic analysis here, folks, right? Everything's very valid. Whereas all of the Moon Boys get so angry. Why are you getting angry? This is a trading channel. We're showing realistic analysis here to potentially crush the market up or down. Doesn't matter if it only goes to the moon, little James. There's potentially profit to be made to the downside, equally as lucrative to the upside. So here, my friends, I just want to reiterate. I will be keeping you personally updated in VIP with all of that. So if you're not already in my VIP and you'd like to see all of my trade setup ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, where I'm moving my stop loss, everything like that around the clock 24/7 in real time, today is the day. Then it's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again. All right, my friends. Now let's move over to our next indicator here, okay? And then we're going to discuss, some things I'm seeing right now in terms of the market cycle, Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle. We'll discuss that briefly and some very, very interesting things to say the least, okay? So this is the Keltner channels, okay? Now, basically, these are the Keltner channels, okay? And think of it, it's almost like a Bollinger Band, right? It's looking for momentum again, right? Confirmations in momentum. And basically, what we're looking at here, similar to the alligator as well, if you actually think about it, is you want to see action either above the band and continuing above the band to show the bullish momentum, or when trends are beginning to change, right? Let's say something like down here before we had our bullish breakout up. You want to see that the price action is flirting with breaking through the top of the band, right? Where you see down here, right? We were below the band. It was iffy. We got a bounce back up. And then this action hugging the band and then breaking out, that's a nice bullish confirmation there, right? Hugging the top of the band. We then broke out of a structural pattern. Then we were above the channel. You get the idea, right? So right now, looking at this, right? This trend looked fine to me this whole way up to 42,000, right? Look, even right up there towards the top, we're still above the band on the 4 hour. just like the alligator, you see how things have started to change here, right? We didn't really see a drop. I mean, once here, a little wick, okay, but not really much else on this whole trend up, my friends. We closed full candle bodies below the channel there, okay? Then we were flirting with a breakthrough there, breakthrough there, breakthrough there, and now we are seeing another full candle body close below the Keltner channel on the 4-hour time frame. So, just like this on the way up was traveling above and it was such a strong indicator, right? Well, let's actually flip it upside down. We'll flip the chart upside down so you could see. Imagine this were a bear trend, right? This is what it could look like from the inverse perspective, right? And so right now, if we are to see these channels continue to snake up here, and we are to see the price action continue either below the band, we'll go back to the regular scale now, either below the band here, or, you know, getting back in and just hugging the bottom of the trend line, right? Very similarly to, you know, action. Let's go back here. I just want you to get an idea, right, of action, seeing these miniature breakthroughs up here, right? Hugging the top of the line. This is indicative to me then, if this is the change that we're beginning to see here, you know, when we're kind of playing along the bottom of this channel line, well, I think that this bear trend could be in full effect here, right? So I hope you appreciate what I'm seeing here with that. I mean, I would show the daily, but there's just not too much data right now. The trend has been too parabolic. I will be following this very closely on the daily as we are flirting with the bottom of the channel line for the first time, which in and of itself tells us a warning sign, but we haven't gotten the breakthrough yet. If we do see a breakthrough here, huge warning shot fired, but you could see at this time, you know, I'd like to see a few more days of data here to really start crunching this Keltner channel on the daily time frame. For right now, it's most important on the 4-hour. Let's get this crypto. I hope you did enjoy that there. And I will be watching this as well, as I've stated, as I'm looking to potentially move my stop losses, get into new positions, things like that. I will be watching the momentum here as well. And of course, I'll keep you updated with everything for myself in VIP. Let's get this crypto. Now, what I want to discuss in terms of the market cycle here, my friends. So we should all be very well aware of the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle, right? And there does, after the euphoria phase, where you know by now the famous saying, "I'm a genius, we're all gonna be rich," right? That's generally the feeling at the top of a market cycle, where everybody feels that they can just pile in any amount of money with no thought at all, just buy, and we're all going to be rich. That's all it takes, right? That's the thought process at the top of the bubble. Then you wind up getting a warning shot, generally a large sell-off that spooks a lot of people, and it really puts the brakes on. Hey, what's going on here, right? And then it goes back up, and you find yourself in a complacency stage where we're close to that prior high, but we're really not making any progress towards a new high. We're kind of just chopping around. And if you look at Bitcoin, right, I don't want to say that this has to be where we're at, folks, but is it not looking very similar to what I'm explaining right now? Huge 27% sell-off, rebound, chopping around without any real progress, okay? And now potentially flirting with dropping further down in the trend, and I will discuss downside targets for myself in a moment, okay? Nearly forgot, but I will discuss that. Back to the Wall Street cheat sheet for a second. To me, I feel like we could definitely be in the complacency stage. We don't have to be, but I definitely feel like we could be. And just to you know, better show you guys what I'm talking about, you only get comments like these that I'm about to show you here on the channel, right? As a content creator, maybe you guys don't see this, right? This is the type of stuff I see on a daily basis. You start to get comments from people that are very unrealistic. Let's just look at the first one, okay? He goes, "I call BS. You're the only guy saying this. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum? Come on, bud. The bull run is coming." So first, let's just talk about that one. The bull run is coming. My friend, the Bitcoin price is up over 10 times, over 1,000% from bottom to top. And you're telling me the bull run is coming. Sheesh, right? And notice what that person said there as well, right? You're the only one saying this. Well, as I've told you, this is the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. I don't shill the narrative that we're just going up indefinitely forever. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about looking for potential opportunity for trades, both up and down, not just hodl, 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 moon, 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 like, you know, many other creators. Okay. Now look at the second one. your video have a lot of warning. Great off the bat. Your video have a lot of warning. Can see that you are a very bearish person with negative thoughts. So you see how these people are trading and acting emotionally here, right? So he's taking the analysis of me showing that this trend right now is exemplifying bearish characteristics for a potential breakdown, of which I'm looking to potentially crush for a juicy, juicy profit. He sees that as you're a negative person, you're always bearish, you have negative thoughts. My friends, this is a trading market. The market doesn't respect that you hope that Bitcoin just goes to 1 million without a pullback. Sure, we'd all love that. You know how easy that would be to just buy and then indefinitely watch it go up in a straight line with nothing, no work to be done, no analysis needed, just buy, moon. Unfortunately, we live in the real world though, right? And you know, that's not generally how this works. And you start to get that type of market participant, with that type of mindset, generally near the top of a market cycle, especially in a euphoria and complacency stage. Now, I'm not saying we have to be there, folks, but to me, it looks like we could be. Okay, I'll leave it at that. And if you do appreciate the realistic sentiment here, the hot takes from the Don, my friends, again, that thumbs up would be so greatly appreciated. And you see by now, you see what you get on this channel. Hit the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these very important Bitcoin analyses. And if you're already subscribed, by the way, my friends, make sure that once you hit the bell, once you're subscribed, click the bell again right now and make sure that you have all selected. Because if you do not have all selected, then you do not get all of the notifications. So make sure that you have all selected. Okay, let's get this crypto. Now, just before we wrap it up here, I mean, quite simply, targets for the Don right now, if we start to see candle body closes below here on the 4-hour time frame, looking to potentially shift the momentum from this bullish channel into now potentially a bearish resistance, right? The first target for me, a target range, because of course it's way too volatile and crazy to be looking at anything specific, in my opinion. It's this range down here, basically between 25,000 and 20,000. Okay, we have a lot of confluence right here, basically from about 24,000 to 22,000. All right. Lots of bull flag confluence, could potentially look to use this upward sloping historic channel as support as well, coming into confluence around this vicinity, right? But if it does drop, well, my friends, the saving grace, at least from a theoretical standpoint, could be this old 2017 market cycle high around 20,000, okay, which is also in confluence with our old bull flag ceiling down here, old resistance, which now could possibly act in confluence here as well to act as new support upon backtest. Let's get this crypto. So basically right now, if we are to drop, that's where my eyes are set. But that doesn't mean the price has to go down there. Maybe it only drops to here and we go back up. That's why the Don is going to keep you personally updated around the clock with where I'm moving my trailing stop loss to. Where I'm looking to potentially take profit on my shorts if there is profit to be taken. Do not get caught like a deer in the headlights here, my friends. I see many people right now running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Kirby. If you feel like that, chances of you succeeding are very, very low. You need to remain cool, calm, and collected, and prepare to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. And right now, the Don is strategizing around the clock, 24/7, with the eyes on the prize, my friends. Because right now, as you should all know, the Don has been up the mountain. The Don has been down the mountain. And quite frankly, the Don has also been everywhere in between. And I have wined and dined with kings and queens. And I have slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the Don prefers the wine and queens every single time. All right. So as these moon boys and degenerates continue to live a life of peril and squalor, the Don will continue to grind for every Satoshi and dollar. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video, my friends, as I look to continuously keep my pedal to the metal and look to crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Because the Don right now has his eyes on the prize, and the Don is looking to potentially strike gold again. So my friends, if you are not already in my VIP, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. One last time for the YouTube algorithm, my friends. That thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and beware of the fake Kirby imposters down in the comment section. I will never post a phone number on your comment. I will never send you any type of unsolicited email. That is not me. You can see the two examples down below. They have the same name as me, but they're posting phone numbers. They're using very weird typing to get around the spam filter. That is not me. This is an example of my real comment here. You can see the nameplate has a gray background to it, and I do leave a creator heart next to the thumbs up so you can validate that that is me. I generally only post the VIP information in a pinned comment, so you know that is me there. My friends, don't fall for any of the fakes. Be smart, be safe. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.